And the question was that is there a requirement in clause D and clause E that there be a party, and this is really the heart of the matter from the very beginning, that there be a party that has at least won one seat inside the National Assembly, so that the first part of clause D and clause E creates the entitlement in favor of that party that has won. The word each, is it to be interpreted to mean that this is a party which is already there, and then independents join it, and when independents join that party, their weight added to the one seat that it has will form the basis for the proportional representation framework to take effect, and the parties will then get seats on a proportional basis. And my simple answer to that is that this results in a discontinuity, and a conceptual discontinuity, to say that 86 members plus 1, 87 have weight, 86 who join a party that does not have presence in the assembly have no weight. It makes the assembly unrepresentative, especially if the seats that were to go to these 86 members go to the other parties which are present there, the assembly loses its representative character. These parties then have seats greater than their ratio or the proportion of the seats won by them in the general election, the direct seats merited. So this, I would suggest,
is there any ratio specified for distribution among the members of?
Yes, my submission is the ratio is whatever happens after 3 days. So that is the whole point in giving the 3-day period. Otherwise, any independent member can join a political party at any time during the term of the assembly. But joining within 3 days entitles that independent member's weight to be added to the weight or to form part of the weight of that party.
Raja, you have just given the example of a political party that wins one seat, and then there's in your scenario that you have put forward,
86 join it.
A huge number of independents join hands. Yes. Now we can keep multiplying scenarios, and obviously as general elections are held, whatever happens in those general elections happens in those general elections. But it seems to me, firstly, that the working assumption over here is that by far the majority of the seats would be won by political parties, and independents would be a small, very small number. But putting that to one side, as a matter of principle, I mean, you can, life is whatever life is, and as they say, life is stranger than fiction, and there can be, multiple factual, counterfactual situations that can be envisaged. But in the end, the Constitution had to lay down a bright line rule, right?
Yes.
And the bright line rule is,
my submission is
in one general election, there's this very odd situation that
my submission is,
but the bright line rule has to be laid down.
I have to submit that bright line rule has to be consistent with the overall purposes of the Constitution. The overall purpose of the Constitution is to create a representative National Assembly. Now, it is open to your lordships to read the first part of D and E and the word each political party as continuing with the proviso. The proviso is not a complete break. The proviso, I submit, and this is the reading that helps us create a representative National Assembly, that the proviso is in fact clarifying that the seats won include the seats that have come to the party on account of independents joining it. That's the whole point, I submit, of the proviso.
So it is very clear that independents should move towards a political party, because that would actually be the best way to represent the voters' rights. You see, that's a common literature on political parties. That's why you have a political party. Yes. So वो तो समझ में आती है, लेकिन समझना ये चाह रहे थे कि what could be the rationale behind the fact that a political party that has not contested a particular election is ousted from this?
No rationale.
What could be the possible wisdom?
My submission is no wisdom. To oust a party that independents have joined on the ground that it had not contested the election simply makes the National Assembly.
Well, I see it in another way, just as a thought, you see, thinking about it, that if we were to consider this outside party as a political party for this purposes, then we don't get any problem regarding unrepresentativeness. Also, the proportional representation representation system actually actualized
Yes.
by bringing in a political party into the scheme of things.
so.
But the only question is that the mere language of Article 51 does not support this kind of conceptual thought.
But my submission is the language is not clearly opposing this either. So if there is,
No, it's not supporting it
but
either.
it's not opposing it either. So that is why we need to place this provision, as my lords have done again and again, in the overall scheme of the Constitution.
But isn't it that we are trying to read the Constitution, which has prescribed a scheme which may in the general turn of things work, to a very unusual situation?
Yes.
So we are looking at a situation which is very irregular and unusual, which is not within the normal scheme, and we're trying to now fit it all into that constitutional interpretation or scheme, which was not.
Yes, but my submission is,
envisioned.
it is possible this time we have 87 independents, 20 or 25 independents have happened very often. So, okay, we've moved from 25 to 87.
At the end of the
But the
day,
principle
the
remains the same.
independents are voted for, so they're
Yes.
not people who are not voted.
Yes.
So they are voted for, and the question of whether they are joining party
Party or
A
the
or
other.
party B, we can see whether that's relevant or
It's
not. But the
left to
point
them.
is that the entire bulk of a certain group of independents for certain reasons have joined a particular party. And you're saying interpret it in that context.
Give them weight.
Give it weightage because
what
that's
happens
the
then,
purpose.
the women and the minorities.
That party may have a weight. If there is any legislation, they can vote. In case of confidence
sir.
or no confidence of.
Sir,
देखिए, ये
this-
3 दिन के जो time दिया है, this is very specific in the constitution.
Yes, sir.
This 3 days time is only for the
Proportional
independents-
representation.
Only for the independents to join parties. That पढ़ने का आप किसी चीज में शामिल करने के लिए कुछ होगा तो उसमें शामिल
मैं- नहीं, sir.
एक मिनट कोई बात होगी कोई चीज होगी तो उसमें शामिल करेंगे आपके पास कोई अब मिसाल क्या दूं आम सी
मैं
मिसाल,
अर्ज करता हूं, I understand what my
जनरल
lord is
पब्लिक
saying.
के लिए मिसाल के तौर पर आप कॉफी बनाते हैं पहले कॉफी डालते हैं उसके बाद
जी, these are
पानी
two ways
डालते हैं
of-
ना।
I understand.
तो जब आप पहले से उसमें कुछ ना हो
Mullah, these are
बेशक जितने भी शामिल होते
मैं
रहे
अर्ज करूं, these are two ways of looking at the word. Join meaning that there is something already inside the National Assembly and you join, or joining a party. It is simply saying they are to join a party.
They can.
So it can be a party outside the National Assembly
They
as
can,
well.
yes.
Okay.
But
Now-
whether
now-
they can get that benefit
May ek
within 3
minute, sir,
days or
ek
not.
minute. The proviso in D and E lays down the 3-day period specifically in order to give them weight for the purpose of the reserved seats on proportional representation. Otherwise, an independent can join after 100 days. There is no bar, no restriction on an independent joining a political party. The fact that this proviso has been placed in 51(6)D and 51(6)E is to say that if they join within 3 days, then their weightage will count towards the proportional representation system and the reserved seats will take into account their weight. If they join after 3 days, they're free to join after 3 days also. But in that case, their joining will have no significance as regards the proportional representation framework. They will still be able to vote as members of that party and so on. So the distinction in the 3-day period is
आप उस पार्टी जिन्होंने इलेक्शन में सीट जीती है उनको आप वेट नहीं दे रहे उस पार्टी के बराबर
So, उसको भी join कर सकते हैं।
नहीं जिसने कोई भी सीट ना जीती हो
जी, इसे तो
ये बेनिफिट तो
So ये तो independents की मर्जी है and the electorate has given them that authority. When an independent is elected by the electorate, we will assume that the electorate knows that the constitution allows this independent candidate to join a party. So they've reposed trust in this independent person and they've said, look, you can go ahead and you can join. So if he joins within 3 days or she joins within 3 days, that joining is consequential as regards the proportional representation system. If they join after 3 days, it is not consequential. So my submission is the proviso is a continuation. It explains the previous language and the word each party in the preceding part of this clause D and clause E has to be read with the proviso. The proviso is simply saying that there is no distinction between those elected directly and those who get elected or who join a party and therefore are deemed to be members won by that party or seats won by that party. That distinction is being extinguished by the proviso. That is the function of the
So,
proviso.
Mr. Raja, other than the language which is disturbing right now, I mean, for example, the fact that the Constitution says that in 3 days join a political party is pushing you towards a political party.
And then you can have a say.
Number two, Article 17 talks about
Yes.
political parties. Then we understand as a theory, electorate is better represented in the form of a political party. That also favors that. And fourthly, what seems to be wrong in taking that party on? I mean, what goes wrong actually, other than the language issue?
So there is no constitutional principle.
Language is the barrier.
We can-
Other than the language, what wrong? What
Nothing.
What is wrong in
fact,
having that party?
Every constitutional principle that your lordships have enunciated, all the salient features are thereby promoted. If these independents,
Except the language itself.
the language is not as clear cut. It does not say join a party with 1 seat. It says each party. So it is subject to interpretation. And my submission is that the interpretation will be keeping in view. Now I've placed 14 judgments.
Mr. Salman Akram Raja, in a rule-based system like ours, language is all that matters.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, if the language is simple, why are we going to these
Sir, it is not.
convoluted
It is not.
interpretations
Sir,
of, if we need
Not at all.
14 judgments to understand
not at all. Not at all.
what the language of the Constitution
Yes.
says? I think it's pretty clear.
No, sir, it is not saying it should.
You are saying, give it another meaning.
No. Sir, had the language been join a party already in parliament, then we would have said it is absolutely clear. That is not the language. The language is saying are to join a political party and weight is to be given to each political party. And then the words or the phrase each political party.
You chose the wrong one.
No, we didn't choose the wrong one.
You should have
submission is-
chosen PTI.
No, we chose the right one. So the-
Mr. Salman.
You should have chosen PTI.
we say SIC was perfectly constitutionally permissible because it falls within the rubric of each party on account of the
Then
proviso.
अगर आप if you consider political parties as mere toys,
Not toys.
आप सुनते ही नहीं है ना बात को. Why you contradict me when I'm talking?
Not at all. Not at all.
Or I mean, you know, that's now I'll spend more time trying to articulate what my thought is. If you consider as nothing as playthings of individuals, we don't want to render political parties as playthings of individuals. They mean something. There's a manifesto, a political party represents it. So you're saying, oh, it makes no difference if I join Sunni Ittihad Council, which in its founding document says we will not have anything to do with non-Muslims. It makes no difference. I mean, surely there's a contradiction. I don't know about the other provisions of their constitution. Every political party has, we'll go for nationalization. No, we will not go for, we have this education policy. Everything is rule-based in
I vow,
Pakistan.
I vow,
It's
I
not
vow.
what I think is good
No, absolutely.
for the country. Why? I mean, I'll give you another example. Why minimum age of 25 for becoming an MNA? Why not 18? If you can drive a car at 18 and you can get a gun license at 18,
Of course.
why can't you get a MNA at 20? So
respond.
I don't know the reason. That's not my job.
May I respond?
I have to only come in when the language is not clear.
May I-
And the language seems to be clear.
It's not clear because we are saying.
Mr. Salman,
मैं
please.
एक इसका जवाब दे दूं, sir, if I may, with your lordship's leave. Can I just respond to this, my lord? One of my submission is this. This is not a question of whether this is a likable or a desirable political party that we've joined or an undesirable political party. That's a completely different matter. If the election
I didn't
commission-
say that.
No, my lord, your lordship is saying this is a party that does not allow non-Muslims and so on.
No, but the point I'm making, it's surely different from PTI.
No, my lord.
Or are you saying you have the same manifesto?
My lord,
I'm making the point of manifestos. It's very
lord,
important.
we-
You can't, please, Terry, na?
Ji.
You can't just say, I'll get into a vehicle and a political party is a vehicle. No. Every political party has a destination also. Otherwise, as I just need to get to parliament, don't ask me how. By hook or crook.
No, my lord, ऐसा नहीं है, allow me. It is members elected, returned members who were declared independent by the Election Commission who have joined the SIC. And as a matter of fact, after great deliberation, after parleys with a large number of parties, now I can't reveal all those parleys, some of which I was a part of. So this was a very well-considered decision at the end of the day. Grassroots opinion was also sought.
I think you forgot to read the Constitution.
But there's nothing in the Constitution which says that my lords will interpret. I'm saying the Constitution allowed me to join a political party. party. We have joined.
Such political party, not a political.
So such ka kya matlab hai? So that is the interpretation.
That
So
is-
such does not mean a party that already holds. Let's read this
Such
again.
means the
So there are
party
two
mentioned
words,
in D.
two phrases. D को पढ़ते हैं दोबारा. फिर पढ़ देता हूँ जनाब if I may. पहले each है और उसके बाद such है. Let's read this. Members to the seats reserved for women, which are allocated to a province under clause 3, shall be elected in accordance with law through proportional representation system of political parties, lists of candidates on the basis of total number of seats secured by each political party from the province concerned in the National Assembly, provided that for the purpose of this paragraph, the total number of general seats won by a political party shall include the independent returned candidate or candidates who may duly join such political party. Now, my submission is
such कौन सा such
जी,
वो-
मैं अर्ज करता हूँ. Now there are three words here. Each political party, a political party, and such political party. So there are three formulations here. So my
मिस्टर
submission
सलमान
is.
यहाँ पे एक सवाल और ले लीजिए यहीं पर
जी, my lord.
ये जो प्रोविजो आपने अभी पढ़ा है इसकी प्रोविजो की जो फोर्थ लाइन है
जी.
और कैंडिडेट हु मे ड्यूली ज्वाइन सच पार्टी ये जो वर्ड मे है whether this word has been used out of deference to the member, can we read it as shall in a mandatory form?
So it's not saying that every
अगर इसको
independent
may
has to
को-
join.
अगर इस मे को शेल मैंडेटरी टर्म्स में पढ़ लिया जाए तो वो जितने सवाल आ रहे हैं प्रोपोर्शनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन के सीटें अनरिप्रेजेंटेड चली जाएंगी वो सब रिजॉल्व हो जाती हैं
जी, वो ठीक बात है. That's a possibility. My lord has raised it.
Because
I
here
consider
the
it.
word has been used out of deference, it appears.
So my submission is the other reading would be that this is giving
अगर
an option, a choice.
सॉरी अगर शैल का लफ्ज आ जाता उसमें तो फिर इंडिपेंडेंट वो कभी नहीं रह
मैं नहीं
सकता.
आर्ग्यू वो कर रहा सर, मैं ये आर्ग्यू कर रहा हूँ. My lord has raised a possibility. My position is this, that
तो
the
क्या मैं इंडिपेंडेंट रहना चाहता हूँ?
जी बिल्कुल मैं कह रहा हूँ this gives them the option. The word may is giving an option that person can remain independent as the chief
But
justice.
you had agreed there.
I hadn't agreed. I said I'll consider this. I said his lordship has raised a possibility. My position is that this is giving the independent a discretion. So there are three formulations here. Each political party. Now, each political party in the main body of the text is not distinct from a political party in the proviso. And then the word such political party is referring to the party that has been joined. So the word such goes back to a political party, and the a political party is related to each political party. So when all of these are put together at the end of the 3-day period, for the purpose of proportional representation, the weight
a political party कहाँ से?
जी इसमें तीन चीजें हैं ना प्रोवाइजो में, provided that for the purpose of this paragraph, the total